Okay, this is a 2-month recording of filling the Site C Dam Reservoir. Right to the day yesterday I was filming to get the 2 month in. In any split screens you see, the left is before the filling started and the right split screen would be on the 25th of October. And then a short video of the area after the split screens. This has been a fun project, but kind of time consuming. It's a 150 kilometer round trip to go film out at the far end there. And it wasn't all done in one day. Okay, here we come to the Cache Creek Bridge. And BC Hydro supplied that one picture on the left because I just didn't have any pictures of the construction. And the Cache Creek Bridge, the river goes up quite a ways now. And of course, a little bit of speed ramping there, for it's not too long of a documentary film. It was a pretty small creek before. This is coming down the creek back out to the Peace River. To the left is Fort St. John. To the right is Hudson Hope. Sorry about some of the color grading is a little bit overboard, but that's my first attempt at doing any color grading of any sort. And this is from the Viewpoint between the Cache Creek Bridge and the little halfway river bridge. Before and after from the Viewpoint. And there's a little video of it now. It's a totally different valley when you come over that first hill now. Instead of a little river running down there, it's a lake. I think it's 68 kilometers long. This is the Halfway River Bridge. That's the bridge that interests me all the time. This is flying the drone from the Hudson Hope side towards Fort St. John. You see how small that river was before filling started. And look at to the left there now. It's huge. The old highway going into the water there. And I missed the tide coming up over top, the water coming up over top of the old bridge. It was 2 days too early, and the fellow, well, won't go into that again. I never got back out, the weather turned bad, so never got the water actually going over the bridge. And that's from the Fort St. John side looking up towards Hudson Hope Way. The reason I concentrate on the bridges is it's the only way you can really tell how much the water's come up. I think it's going to be the top of those bevels is the finishing point. They look small, but they're fairly big. It's supposed to be, the water's supposed to be 32 meters deep here, I believe. 56 at the dam. I'm sure if I'm wrong, somebody will correct me. I'm not big on the facts. I just like videoing and flying the drone. Making a little bit of history video for my kids and grandkids and great-grandkids or whatever pops along. Nice looking view from just over the top of the bridge. It's a viewpoint right at the very top right corner there now, going up that hill. That's where the viewpoint is. I probably could have cut about 30 seconds out of that part, but that bridge just amazes me. Flying the drone around it before there was even a top on it there. That'd be 5 or 6 years ago now, I guess. Made lots of trips up this road, watching the progress. And here's the new Halfway River boat launch. Starting to get a little later in the day when I was filming this one. And looks like it's got a little more water to get in the lake yet. It's just at the end of the cement there now. And these next two videos are just shots I took on different days, halfway between the Halfway River and the Ferell Creek Bridge. There's a little bit of a stop where you can get out and fly around. I didn't fly the drone, that's just handheld with the iPhone. Way too windy that day. That would probably be about a month or 3 weeks ago I took those. That must have been a camera on there checking stabilization of the shores or something. You see a couple of trees sticking out in the middle of the water there. Used to be just a little piece of river going through there before. And this is the Ferell Creek Bridge. My wife and I went to have a picnic there when they were still doing the bridge. It was so windy we couldn't even standing there, let alone fly the drone around. Just took a quick snapshot. And that's the old highway coming down on the left-hand side there. And it goes under part of the new bridge. There was hardly, if you look at the before picture, there's hardly any water coming down there now. It's a big pool in here where the highway come right around. And the big loop there right on the left-hand side, that bridge went right under the road went right under where that cliff is. And the bridge would be right in that shadow area, but you can't see it now, it's covered. And of course I speed ramped there a bit, those cars weren't going that fast. Finally learned to slow the speed down of the drone and film better, and then it makes it too long, so I had to speed it up. This here is a gravel pit, and different stories, but it was a gravel pit that they used for building the roads, and they had a camp there where they serviced the trucks and stuff, and equipment. And then I heard it was a fish habitat thing. Now I find out, from what I've been told anyway, it's both. It was a gravel pit and it was a work center shop at night, and now it's for something to do with the fish. That's it underneath that water there. And this here is the Lynx Creek Bridge. That picture on the left is compliments of BC Hydro again. I didn't have any shots of it. You see the small little creek there. It's got a little ways to go with the old bridge pillars there. And I didn't go much further than this. I have on the road, but I didn't film anything north or up there. I'm swinging around here now, and we're going to fly over to the Lynx Creek boat ramp, and I think it's still not finished. It's still under construction. There is another day center thing up further towards Hudson Hope, and another boat launch that they're still working on. I think it's going to be kind of like a picnic day area and boat launch and stuff. It looks like it's got a washroom right in the middle of the parking lot, and it looks like they got some more cement to pour there before anybody's going to go there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't be afraid to subscribe and like. Going to make another one in the near future, either 4 months or whatever. Whenever it's full.